Welcome back to Daily Akari. Today is Sunday, August 16th, 2026, but I missed yesterday because I was out in Kent doing Tetris stuff, which was awesome and cool, and didn't get back until really late today because I had more Tetris stuff in the Puzzlers Club. Anyway, so yesterday we had a very hard puzzle by Mrs. Dot number 587, and let's see what's up with this one. Gonna take care of all the corner eliminations on the 3s, corner eliminations on the 2. Alright, now, what combination on these 3s would cause issues with this 2 here? This and this would just block a couple liberties, but there would still be 2 left. Oh, misclick here. Whoopsie. I can eliminate this one because that would put these 2 in conflict, but these 2 could go here because this could just go here. Okay, and now what? That is the question. Alrighty, yummy drink. A little mix of Costco sparkling water and pineapple juice. It's yummy. What would cause issues? This is going to use one with 3 of these columns. This could use one of the 3, but it could also just use this one. And this could use this one, so this could still be any of the 3. But if this were to go here, this would go here and here, this would go here, this would have to go here. Seems fine. Okay, I can prove it's not this one or this one because that would cause an issue with the 3. Can I prove an agreement between this 3 and this 2? No, I can't because this could just go in both of these places and avoid all the 3s. Yeah, that just wouldn't touch any of the liberties. Can I prove it's not both of these? That would eliminate this and this. I would put this, 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 this. If for both of these, wait, that would block 2 in both cases, so it has to be at least one of these 2, if not both. Because if this goes here, then this can't go here and vice versa. Okay. And that lets me eliminate this as well, because that would put this here and this here. What now, sauce? This drink is so friggin' yummy. What if this whole row were lit up? This would go here, this would go here, this would go here, this would go here. This would be these 3. And then these 3. One of these 2. One of these 2. One of these 2. What if it were both of these? I don't see how that would create an issue with, like, this one. If this were both of these, In this trial, excuse me, this trial, have we eliminated either of these liberties? This goes here. No, I think both of these are open, but we would have a corner elimination here, I guess. Or, well, these two would be in agreement, wouldn't they? Yeah, they would be. But that doesn't... That really would just eliminate this one and this one. Because these would already be lit up. This would go here. It would have to be one of these two. Okay, well, I think I can prove that if, wait, hang on, no, if this goes here, it's these three, and these three, wouldn't that make this have to go here and here? I think it would. Okay, yeah, if this goes here, then this goes here, this goes here. So if this goes here, we have a light here and a light here, and that would put these two here, and that would block this off. Which would mean on this row it would have to be like either this one or this one, I think. Right? If this were all lit up. This would have to go here. And this would have to go here. So yeah, that does eliminate all of these. And is that a closed loop? I think so. If this were all lit up... okay, it would be... these three... which eliminates this. These three... puts this here. It would be these two, but this could go here, wouldn't it? Oh wait, no, we would have... would we have this here? No, this could just go here, I think. Would anything be blocking it off? No, it wouldn't. Okay, let's look at this again. If this is all lit up, then gonna be this one. Gonna be this one. This would go here. This would go here and here, and we would still have two open liberties here. Or no, we would just have this one. We would just have this one. Okay, so this would go here. And I think that works, doesn't it? This is all lit up. This goes here, this goes here, this goes here. This goes here. This goes here. This would go here. Looks good to me. Okay, well, I can at least put a corner elimination here. What if this were to go like here? Can I prove it's not here? I would put this here and these two here. This goes here. Established. This goes here, this goes here, that puts these two here. And that works with this having to be both of these, so this could go here potentially. Let me double check this though. If something were to light this up, then these would go here. this would go here. This would go here, this would go here, and there would only be one left on the 2. So that's true, but why isn't it true around the rest of the loop? What if something went in between here? These would go here. So these would go here. I think I've already proven it can't be both of these, right? What's my proof on that? This is both of these. Oh yeah, that is just straight up, it blocks off both of these 3s. So if something interrupts here, this has to go here, this has to go here. What else? Yep. Okay, maybe I should just look at permutations on the 3. If this were to be both of these, then these would go here. That seems fine. These were like both of these. I think this could be both of these, so I'm not sure how that would help me. My VTuber model isn't really shaking like it should. Hang on, let me, where's the, like, threshold thing? Threshold, crank that down just a little bit. Okay, much better. Yeah, that's good. Yummy drink. If something were to go, like, in between here, this would have to go here, wouldn't it? Wait, but that would also block off the... No, okay, if something were to go in between here, this would have to go here. Yeah, this would be all of these 3. And that still leaves these. Maybe I'm not looking the long way around enough. Because I hate looking at permutations on the 3s. There's so many of them. Okay, well, now I know this is gonna be one of these 2. Does that give me anything? If this were to go in between here, this would go here. These 2 would be in agreement with each other. Should mean this would be one of these 2, which would mean it would be both of these. Bleh. If something interrupts this, this goes here. These are in agreement. one of these two should mean both of these should put these here, and then these here. Okay, so I think the important thing to note is that if this is both of these, then these have to go here, and then so in any case, this is not it. Or if this is not it, I guess that would also have the same effect. What was my proof for not both of these again? Right, yeah, just eliminate something off. Okay, so let's see, if something were to interrupt, like here, this would be these three, this could be these two. But let's not stop there. Interrupts this, then this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. This goes here, this goes here. This is one of these two, and this is both of these, isn't it? Something interrupts here. This is these three. This is these three. This is one of these two, and both of these two. That would put this on both of these. And then this would be both of these. And then this would go here. But wouldn't this be lit up by something? By this? Wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. Okay, so I think that means I can eliminate these. And does that apply elsewhere? If this were to get like interrupted anywhere along here, these would be these three. Okay, well, I think I can eliminate these three actually, because if something were to go along here, that would put that would X this off, which would put these three. Actually, if it were to be these three in general, let's not look at this. If this were to be these three in general, that would put these two here, these two here. If it's these three in general, that would mean one of these two, and both of these, which would block this one off. Yeah, because this blocks this one. This would block this one. This one would block this one. So I can prove that this has to go here because it can't be all of these three. Okay. That actually eliminated a lot of liberties. That's nice. Okay, now this is going to take one of these two rows, or columns, I mean. It's going to take one of these two columns. It's going to take one of these. Doot. I don't think any combination leaves this with as many. If this would go here, this would. If this were to go here and this went here, then that would eat up 2. But you can get away with this one here and this one here, or this one here and either of these. I don't know what good that does me at the moment. Okay, what if this were to be both of these? These would go here, but that doesn't leave this one blocked off, so still doesn't tell me much. Okay, what if this were like these 3? We would see these 2 here and these 2 here. We should block this and this. And this would be these 2, which would block this. So it's not going to be all of these 3, so this does have to go here as well. Okay, so this is going to be one of these 2. This went here, this went here, this went here. That's fine. If this went here, it's also fine. Oh, but these 2 are in agreement now, aren't they? This one and this one? That only eliminates those 2, though. Sorry, it's already been 22 minutes. Alright. Excuse me. Sauce. This one's tricky and it's only a Saturday puzzle. What's today's gonna look like? Okay, if something were to light all of this up, this would be both of these. This would be both of these. This would be both of these. That would leave only this one, and then we'll put these 2 here. And yeah, this would all be blocked off, so that means I can eliminate these 2. What's the, like, crux of it, though, that I'm looking at when something interrupts these? Like, if it were to just be both of these, what would the issue be? So let's look at this as just both of these. These 2 go here. I really don't know. It's hard on my brain. Okay, what if this were all lit up? Couldn't be both of these, so this would have to go here. And then have to be one of these 2. This goes here, these 2 go here. And it's one of these 2. Okay, is there any case where this is not here, actually? goes here and this goes here. What's up? This could be both of these, or just this. So it looks like it's either this, this, and this, or this and this. I can probably prove it's not all three of these. Let's actually look at that. Or actually, no, this here doesn't really seem to have an effect. No, okay, what if this roll it up? So go here and here. I don't see how that would cause any issues, actually. This goes here and here, and here. And this goes here and here, and that doesn't touch any other things. If this were to go here, we would have this here, and this here. And this would go here, I think. This would have to be one of these two. Whereas if this goes here, this goes here. This goes here, this goes here. Okay, is there any case where it's one of these two? If this goes here, and then these two are in conflict. If this goes here, this goes here, and once again these two are in conflict. So I can prove this does actually have to go here. And I think that actually... So these two are in agreement with these two. Okay, that makes sense. That's what I was missing. Does it actually help me solve the puzzle, though? Good question. Me. I'll try to get back to me on that. Me. Okay, so what does this change? That means this has to be one of these two. So that means it can't be both of these, and I was talking about it's either going to be this one, and this one, or this one and this one. But do I know that for sure? So this were to go like here. Then I would use two here. If this were to go like here, though, then this would be both of these, right? Like if, okay, so if this goes here, this is both of these which blocks this off, and then this is both of these which blocks this off. So I can prove it's not here. Which makes me really think it's gonna be this one, but I don't know. Oh wait, no, this is the only one that can light itself up, actually, so this does go here. Okay, only gonna be one of these two. So that means this does have to go here, which leaves two. And then puts that there. Alright, this one absolutely has to be lit up by this one, doesn't it? Yeah. And then this is the only one that can light itself up here. I think there's only one liberty left on these. Then this here, this here, this here. This is the only one that can light itself up, which is this here. One left here, and then that lights itself up, and we're done. 30 minutes, 19 seconds, perfect score. That was a really, really tough one. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I find the Sunday puzzle easier, but let me not jinx myself. We've got a very hard puzzle, number 588 by Shimoji. Alright, let's just open circle. Okay. Alright, this is gonna have to be one of these two. Which means, like, not gonna be here and here, or not gonna be here and here. So this has to be one of these two at least. And then, like, same with this right here, right? If this goes here, this goes here. So, this is a really simply shaped puzzle for how little information I have. Okay, if this were to go here, this would be neither of these. Then it would be one of these, and then not this, right? If this goes here, neither of these, one of these, not this one. And then, so that would mean this one would have to be lit up by either of these two. And then, so this one has if this one goes here, this one has to be lit up by either of these two. And then that kind of just depends on whether this one's lit up by this one or this one. If this were to go here, this would go here. If this were to go here, this would go here. But can this go here, actually? No, I don't think it can. Because if this were to go here, this would go here, and this one would be blocked off. Okay, that makes sense. So, now if this were to go here, then I'd be able to prove this one would have to be lit up by either of these two. Okay, so if this goes here, this one would have to be lit up by, if it were lit up by this one, that would take care of both of these. If it were lit up by this one, this could just light itself up though. Okay, are there more corners I can prove that around though? If this were to go here, I would put this here and block off this one. If this were to go here, I'd put this here and block off this one. Yeah, I think I can just eliminate around these corners. Not this one though, because we have another one open here. Okay. If this were to go here, this would be neither of these, one of these, and not this one. It'd still be either of these. Depending on whether this is here or here. Could be any of these. And if this were to go here, it would be one of these two. If this were to like go here, Could have either of these two and then this here, yeah. So there's not really anything I can eliminate there, I don't think. Okay, let's scan for vitals. If this were all lit up, then this would go here. These two would go here. And there would be nothing to light this up. Okay. What's the issue here? So this one either has to be... If this were to go like here, then... Or no, if this were to not be here, and this were here, then... Okay, if this were to go here, this would go here, this would go here, and there would be nothing to light this up. So I can prove not here. So it has to be like one of these two, or no, one of these two, or this one, I think. Let me double check that. If this is all lit up, this goes here, this goes here, and then nothing can light this up. So yeah, this one, or this one are our vitals for this row. So now I know this has to be one of these two, which make this neither of these two, which puts this here for sure. Now this one has to be lit up by either this one or this one, which eliminates that. And can we use the same logic over here? If this were all lit up, this would go here, this would go here, and there would be nothing to light this one up. So yeah, that lets me eliminate these, this one, so it's this one, or this one, which means this absolutely is one of these two. Which means this is neither of these two, which means this goes here, and that actually puts this here and puts this here. Now I know it's one of these two, neither of these two, which puts this here, this here. Uh-oh! This here, this here, this here. Oh, wait, it's fine. This here, this here, this here. This one has to be lit up by this, which puts this here, and this here, this here, this here, and we're done. Alright, 7 minutes, 12 seconds. Perfect score. That was a really interesting one. Alright. Great puzzles yesterday and today. It's not past midnight already, is it? No, we've got another hour. Alright. So I'll just upload next one tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for watching. Blah blah blah, YouTuber outro stuff. Bye bye.